One more. Loud. Loud for the people. Try it high and medium and
Draw the
low.
mic closer to you and talk normal for me, please.
I'm just giving you different dynamics. Alright. Is that loud enough? No.
Perfect.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time and today is a very exciting exciting video. I have a special guest with me. Meet the husband. Husband, say hi to the people.
Hi to the people.
The people are there.
Oh, hi to the people.
There you go. So today we are here to talk about our wedding and basically what happened, what didn't happen, what was supposed to happen, and just one and two tips and stuff that we can give you guys based on our experience. So to give you guys a little backtrack history type of thing of how the whole thing eventually happened. History, there you go. Basically since January, February, August 1st is the date that we celebrate our anniversary and whatever. So when I saw that it was gonna fall on a Saturday this year, I'm like, why this look like the date? God, yeah, talk to me. But anyways, it was just playing on my mind until in June, literally the 1st of June, I'm like, yo, let's do this the 1st of August. It's on a Saturday, it's our anniversary, it's perfect, it's COVID, we save some money, make we do it. So, save. Because no matter how cheap you want it, it's still end up at a price, right? So, we're just gonna start telling you guys about that. So we are telling the story. You can barely hear you in the mic.
I know where you want me to
I
say.
used to love when you debate stuff.
I know what me tell them about that.
Alright, so 1st of June, we say alright, we could get married 1st of August. Fine.
She wind me up.
I didn't. I just come to you and I be like, yo, we can do this 1st of August, fine, right? So the first thing we did was tell our parents. So I told my mom is like, cool, we just have to do a little planning and whatever. I told my mom because it's COVID time and at the time it was supposed to be 10 people at a wedding, right? And eventually it escalated to 50. So I was planning for 10 people.
Not really, I think 10.
About 20.
No, about 5. I said just jeans, pants,
Yeah,
white shirt.
because the first thing we had in mind was to do simple dressing, jeans, nice white top, and
So much for that.
the pasta and everything. But when we told our parents, let me tell them this. See, if you have your wedding plan in a year ahead and then you go tell your parents, it becomes something else, right? Because when I told my mom about 10 people, whatever, small, mom is like, at the time, mom was like, fine, no problem. When we went to his mom's house now, and we told her, big up yourself, Shanette Cargill, when, so everybody can go Google her. So when we went to his mother's house now, and we were telling her and stuff, and she's like, so not just I go have the 10 people, I would just so I do want to go home. So in a way I say, yeah. So she's like,
jeans, pants.
and when we tell her I say jeans pants.
You must say you're mad.
And then she's like, so then I go eat nothing. I said, okay. And then she grabbed her book and pencil, right? I had a little notepad that I penciled down everything in relating to the wedding. So I have my little notepad too. So she started list out food. We're not going to want 2 meat, rice and peas,
White
the
rice.
soup, white rice,
Liquor.
liquor, champagne, and what else? You look at
Cake.
ice cream in the
We
cake.
never plan for cake still.
We never plan for cake
We never
because we
plan
did
for
just,
ceremony.
yeah, because we did just, I
We
go do
never plan
one
for
little
reception.
ceremony, yeah.
We never plan for reception.
We did just like do a little ceremony, take 2 pictures, go away and. So when she started list out the food items them and something, she said, alright, she ever buy liquor, she ever deal with all of the food, she ever talk to the smarty about the cake, and me and Donnie basically sit down there and we're like,
So we just make she plan what she want to do.
yeah, we just say
We just
okay.
we just show up, make them plan.
Yeah.
Basically.
And so we go about, so we just get calls and be like, hey, I pay for this. She see the photographer that we had in mind. I walk down the road. She call him, hey, remember say I have that date here for those. She give him half of the money same time. Next thing, this woman, as somebody will always say, she not have no money. Zin, $0. And all of a sudden,
She win lotto.
she win lotto.
She not really win lotto, but she win
But, you know, but she find the money for food, she find the money for the liquor, she pay the photographer, she give me half of the venue money, and I'm like, okay, cool.
You still not broke yet.
Still not broke yet, but, and then my mother now, at a point when I was telling, no, you would tell her, like, I go bathroom, go brush my teeth one time, and she did in there, I do fear thing, right? So she's like, so you sure say you want to wear jeans pants at such a special occasion? So I'm like, well, you know, my auntie, call her Nana, was suggesting like I wear a nice jumpsuit and something. So she's like, you sure you want to wear it, whatever, at a special occasion or whatever? So I'm like, fine, I'll look a dress. So I went online and I ordered a dress. The dress that I ordered though was not the dress that I wore to the ceremony.
Set up.
Right? Because I was aiming for a simple dress for a simple event at the time. And then when I ordered the dress and I showed it to 1 or 2 people within our circle, and then I showed it to mommy too, and mommy is like, you sure you don't want, when the dress come, I'm gonna try it on. Mommy is like, you sure you don't want something with a little more tail and a little more flare at the bottom? So I'm like, okay, let me go order another dress. So I had 2 dresses, so I'm like, alright, let me wear one to the ceremony and the next one that I ordered first, I would wear to the reception. Fine. And then now mommy is like, oh, we have to get souvenirs. Next thing you know, we reach Azan's. Start with souvenirs. We found something for a souvenir, a little glass thing. And my mom is like, you know what would be cool? If we put M&Ms in the souvenirs. We're like, fine, do your thing.
Pretty funny.
Right? And then now, like, I don't know, everything just happened so
2 months.
fast within the space of 2 months. The wedding was planned in 2 months, from June to August 1st. 2 months, and we planned an entire wedding. And thanks to everybody who, you know, chipped in and all that. Really thankful for the family that we are surrounded with. And then one of my bridesmaids was pregnant. So the dress that we had in mind, the dress that every other bridesmaid had, wasn't gonna fit her because she was far along in her pregnancy. So we had to order a different dress for her. And the pastor part of it was fine because he was the same pastor we were going to use eventually. And
Did you have links here?
yeah, links. Simple. And then now the venue, the decorating part of it, the first person we reached out to for decoration. At the time, well, we didn't know, said the person with the venue could do decorating initially. No. Because the venue that we got, the person does decorating as well, but we didn't know of that. So we went out and got someone else to decorate. We never have no budget plan, first of all, so this is all as it comes. The person that we got first we visited the venue with her, showed her what we want, and you know, we say we keep it simple. We give her a price. I would say, alright, make it work for this amount, right? So when she was sending options for like centerpiece, tablecloth, whatever, and then she sent her quotation, which amounted to probably like 4 times more than
the venue price.
the venue, yeah. Cause decoration apparently up there in a price, so keep that in mind. So when we saw her quotation, I said, no sir, that can't work. And then I remember that one of my bridesmaids' friend does a little decorating as well. So I reached out to her and I'm like, yo, you can do this, whatever. This we have, if anything, we buy 1 and 2 material gear, and she artistic and such. So we tell her we want it simple, we want a little photo booth for people to take picture and such, and whatever. So she said, cool. So we got her, and she basically let us get the materials for most of the things, and most of the drape thingies, whatever, that were there were from a school that I work closely with. So that kind of helped cut costs too. So yeah, your decorations based on your budget. Well, we never have no budget, but based on what you have in your mind, your decoration doesn't have to be as exuberant in price. Because I saw it on your phone, so I'm like, oh, let me just say that since we're discussing decorations.
So that way,
You open your phone because you're not talk, so I take your stuff and put it there.
So when I come unprepared?
Look, everything is here.
No.
It's just...
I never prepared, me come prepared and I thief.
Alright then, talk your points.
No, but you never done so I say, if you don't so I say, no, you don't think about it already, so don't.
This is not the place. Anyways, so decoration doesn't have to be as exuberant as you think if you know the right people especially. And our venue was used for both sides of the wedding. So it was used for the ceremony as well as the reception. So, and the venue was very affordable. If you have a good host for your venue, they will give and make you take 1 and 2 pictures elsewhere that people don't normally take pictures, right? So we had a good relationship with our host. Your guest list. So originally I told you that we had 10 persons in mind, because when I told some persons, I told them that, you know, originally it was 10. So, you know, some persons could come. It was just our parents and the pastor, take 2 pictures, call it a day. But then it reached up to 50, and so did our guest list. Well,
just know, say, no matter what you do, your guest list not going to ever complete.
Yeah, ever.
And just know, say, some people have got disappointed, say, they don't reach or what.
Yeah, because
don't worry your head about that.
Your wedding is not a convention.
Yeah.
So persons just have to understand, say, if you can't come, if you're not supposed to be on your guest list, that's just how it is.
Give them a piece of cake.
Yeah, send them a piece of cake. If you have extra souvenir, you can send them one. Your guest list, even with our guest list, you know, some of the persons that we even told that we were just getting married and we're like, yo, this is something small, so you know, we just tell you so that you know what one. All of a sudden, them ask, which party to keep, how small is small, to a point where I had relatives overseas who wanted to come down. So for safety, I put them on the list and eventually had to cross them out because of the whole COVID regulation and whatever. So they weren't going to stay for the 2 weeks quarantine or whatever, so it just never makes sense, so they never were come. And persons that eventually dropped out, and persons that took the place of persons that eventually dropped out just pop up. Because you're going to have persons who just show up
like,
to the blues.
On the day, them just,
on the
day,
day, then just come. Yeah.
You can't turn them, you don't want to make a scene, so you can't turn them back. If you have somebody that talk for a long while, guy, no communication, like, nobody waste your time putting up a list. Put somebody way, like, close to you, or close-ish, Not nobody say because them a fact. But if you and them not really communicate, no waste of time.
Yeah, not because them are family. If you and them not talk for how long, or
They're not have to say no.
they don't have to
They
say
can't see
no,
picture.
that's not the time.
They can't see picture.
It's not the time.
Food.
Food, the food did good.
So you reach this already?
Everybody did love the food. The food did nice. We had,
So I'm listening to you. Give them the tip.
yeah, but we just have big up Ricky.
Big up Ricky.
Big up Ricky for the food, if you understand, it did nice. We had baked chicken, stew beef, jerk pork.
Beef and jerk pork.
See that 3 meat, the woman gets, love you still. 3 meat she get, right? So jerk pork, stew beef, baked chicken, rice and peas. There was white rice, veg, pasta, soup, juice and champagne, and water as well. But you don't necessarily need fancy catering as well.
You don't need it. You don't need it.
You don't need it.
Unless you have money you want just spend it, you don't need catering. Because the plate of food that I get for catering, the money they can buy food for like 10 people.
Yeah, because remember, even the first venue that we went to, she was like, what? Oh, it's
Like,
2,000 whatever per
like
plate.
3-5 per plate.
I think it's 2,500 she did, man.
You know how much food 2-5 can buy?
2,500 per plate. Imagine 2,500 times 50.
2-5, that's not going to cover it.
So our food now, we did it buffet style. So everybody went up, asked for them wants, go back at them tables. So we did it table by table. So we numbered each table, and so everybody go up and get them food and come down.
So
And
yeah, if you know chef,
yeah, if you know somebody where close and can cook, talk to them. You don't have to get no fancy caterer and something, and next thing,
waste of time.
sometimes the food not even all that.
The food enough and it not all
And
is
it's not
nice.
all that, so that don't make sense. Oh yes, another tip for your decorating, back to the decorating point.
Cartridge paper. Go a long way. Big man thing.
Don't sleep on cartridge paper
No,
and glitter paper. Shan, big up yourself, see?
If I'm showing two pictures.
Yeah, we're going to insert 1 and 2 pictures along the way because she used the cartridge paper to make the photo booth. She used it to make the Mr. and Mrs. And she was just really creative with the cartridge paper.
And next thing, see your souvenir them, use them as a centerpiece.
Use them as a centerpiece, saves you a lot. So at the end, your MC can just announce that, it's 1 souvenir per person and then just take up and go. Jason, big up yourself.
I'm not big up. You don't go and good.
Our MC did
You
very
don't
well,
go.
and our event was the first event he ever MC'd, and I think he did very well.
Man, speed is still available. You don't go and good.
Let's not start with Shepard. Make we not go this way.
Big up yourself and speedy.
Yeah, because MC was somebody we knew, again. So
New.
just know. So just know the people living in your circle. We can do certain things, have certain talents, and use them up. If you have a good relationship, you save enough money right there. So
Save the whole your money for your honeymoon.
yeah, definitely. Because I feel like we could have stayed longer at the place. It feels like it just done quick. Yeah, we just stayed for 2 nights because 2 months after dinner or whatever, we just stayed for 2 nights. But it was beautiful, it was nice. The food was good there as well.
And the AC cool.
Yeah. But back to the MC part of things. The program doesn't need to be a long everlasting thing. You do not need a hymn.
And a devotion.
And the devotion, you do not need that. I don't know if people still do that at weddings, but from the very beginning, I said to myself, I don't want a hymn band, I go in a heels, stand up, just make the pastor do this, say what I do, give what we charge to one another, make we sign and register.
She showed up at the reception
How
and
much?
flats.
Yeah. Yeah. My foot did tired the ceremony plus after we go take picture.
My foot is tired.
My foot did burn out. did well one going to flip-flop. It was a relief. I'll figure sign the certificate. I couldn't wait to go on the table figure sign because Jano, and make sure you have good maid of honors and best men. Yeah. So big up food people and Mish. Big up yourself, Shevon. Big up yourself.
Prepare a speech for next time.
Prepare your speech is best man because food best man did have it in a but
He did have it, but
did have it man.
even if it's in his pocket.
Did have it but he get stage fright and thing. But it was good. When overall it was so simple and it came together so well. Because for something that was planned in 2 months, I think we did a great job. Some things that were supposed to happen but didn't happen though. My bridesmaids, they had the flowers in the car, but it was in the back. So nobody saw the flowers for them to march with, so they didn't march with the flowers. That's one. What is it happening?
The mask.
The mask, we made masks for our bridal party and to take pictures in, and that's by the time we reach the picture place we never remember the mask.
The camera. Like whenever I get to record
The actual
video,
that part.
We pay the photographer to just take
just
picture,
take
we never pay
pictures.
for video.
Because we were live streaming.
When we never set up this camera for do the video. But the go around. I don't know what happened, we just we give somebody the camera for one. When the pastor did ready some, I never remember to take the camera and set it up on the tripod. And tripod did set up on the place and everything. We have the memories.
Yeah. And even because we live stream it, and even that was another mix up.
We never record that.
We never catch the recording from the live stream either, and the first link that we set up for the recording ended up to be changed because
So
that link
people never get to watch it.
so some persons that were supposed to watch it online didn't get to watch it online. So that's another mishap. So just keep those little minor things, what kind of major, in mind. We follow all the protocol, we sanitize, everybody had their mask and stuff. The chairs were spaced and only a certain number of persons were around each table so that everybody could still physically distance and stuff. So yeah, it was a day to remember, and it really is one of the happiest days of your life. And remember when we even did things that rain that will fall, because rain that will fall the day before, and the day just turned out so sunny and pretty.
Just know, you see when you're done, you're not tired.
You know, hungry.
Means so we not eat no food.
We not eat much of our food. Especially him, we love clean film plate. When you see the amount of food we left in a film plate. Yeah, because we did hungry during the ceremony, you know, but we don't know what when the reception. Excitement.
And then when we reach at the hotel, restaurant the lock.
Restaurant the lock, so luckily.
Like a bones cake.
We have cake and we didn't have 2 liquor and stuff, so we just eat them there. Jano, it's rough.
Wait, you got tired, you got hungry.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and understand that even though it's supposed to be a perfect day, it's also gonna have 1 and 2 bumps. But just try to make those bumps minor. Because I make sure I tell this one over here, you know. Don't expect the perfect day and don't get no precipitate for the day. And he did his best and held his phone. Because at one point he couldn't find his phone and, you know, I have to calm him down a bit and be like, yo, I could just reach out a point and then stop. Yeah. We found it eventually, don't we? But overall, it was a really great day. My makeup artist, Kayla Moore, big up yourself. Traveen did my wig, lavish hair collection for my wig.
big up my barber. Omar, big up yourself. Oh, my suit.
Mambo fix you up real nice. Yeah, all your clothes are something, you don't have to buy no expensive. My dress was from Amazon. The dress that I wore to the ceremony was from Amazon. The second dress was from Fashion Nova. The Amazon one was more expensive than the Fashion Nova one, but it's compared to other wedding dresses,
Not much to mind.
fairly
My
reasonable.
jacket don't have Fashion Nova.
Yeah, his jacket was Fashion Nova as well. You know, Fashion Nova always have a discount code, so yeah, you know. I'll have to do that
And
more.
it work out cheap if you buy material to make on the clothes. Because just one thing, when I buy material, them don't make them fool, you know. And
Don't buy
them,
the Egyptian
yeah,
cotton.
them tell them, no, Egyptian, it's an Egyptian.
My friend walked in a store and I asked for cotton.
No, me never ask for
We
cotton.
asked for white to
I
go with.
tell her what I want. I
Yeah.
tell her the colour. And I show her the shade of blue. And my friend pick out the
Egyptian cotton.
first of all,
We didn't know say Egyptian cotton.
me never know say you sell material by the weight. My girl put the material on a scale. And when she tell me the price, it's a good thing me have my card. I just, alright. One money left for me can't look like either. Because I don't come in here like me they know the price. So I just get the card and cry later. But yeah, they're full and pick out that nice material, but you don't need to go over the top.
Yeah. And I think the best point I can give people is make sure you have a list. Just have a book.
Yeah, it's still not complete, yeah?
But it at least keep you on point, because my list did work out fine. My list did do good. You know,
I
like,
didn't say
good mental say it did do good.
I
So
didn't say that good.
it still keep on
I didn't
point.
say that good.
It never flash good. But yeah, just make a list of all the things that you would need, including bouquet, shoes, your hair, your makeup, every single detail that you can think of. Just make your list and cross off as you go, and if you can get the price for each item on your list as you go along, so that you can at least have a budget in your head. Because even though we did have the price of some of them beside my items, we still spend more than that. I'm sure we spend way more than we bargained for. Like if we did just go out with 10 people and something.
Listen, every single time a money coming in my hands, so it
It
come
got
out through
another
that.
way, I swear.
But it worked.
It was
worth it,
worth
and
it.
one thing I tell you is save some money for after it. Because I never need it.
Yeah, especially if you drive, you're gonna need gas.
Don't blow your budget on the ceremony. Because even the honeymoon, like we never really planned for the honeymoon in terms of money.
Yeah, we never planned for it. We just planned for it. We just know say that's where we
pay
go.
for the venue, everything.
We just know say that's where we go.
We basically use gift money.
Because we never set an itinerary or nothing for no say, yo, and this we're going to need for the... We didn't just say, yo, I yes, we're going to because we focus so much on the actual event.
So we just budget out the price for the venue, we just pay for the venue.
Mm-hmm.
We never budget out what our cost if it, like anything else we ever need after.
Yeah,
So we did,
because the only thing I think we only kept in mind was like dinner.
Yeah.
But like actual activities that we did, that was the furthest from our minds.
So yeah, save some of the money, save some of the budget for you. Even after the honeymoon as well.
Yeah, and save some for saving.
And then the real money starts spending.
Yeah, best believe. Best believe. But yeah, believe on them.
I think so.
Sure.
Man them. So that's what man? Make Jason tell them all that.
Yep. You know, so really me execute this thing and you just go along with most of what I say.
Man them. Let me tell you something. You would not fool me here. I feel them. Your job, when you get money, when they need money, you give them and show up on the day. You can have the input on nothing.
Yeah. What's yours is mine, what's mine is mine.
And when my own done, I'm
You
going
borrow.
back some of mine if you borrow
Borrow
it
from
first.
me. Yeah.
Thanks, Pastor.
Yeah, then look at counsel. Like some persons avoid the counseling, but you can learn one or two things from it. Because we just did our one session, we just do a little rap session with the pastor and some, and it was good. So,
If I can explain why you love your woman still and why you are married to her, don't go. Me didn't know.
don't get married.
Me didn't know, but don't go if you If you can't answer
If you
simple
can't answer
question,
simple question,
no.
don't go.
Just don't
Now
marry.
you're not ready for marriage. Yeah, tell
No.
them to go marry, then don't know.
Then no for the money I spend.
And then divorce. Know why you get married here and make sure that the two of them actually know each other at that point. Like, you have to learn about each other along the way, but just make sure the two of them are set in the same place. So yeah. But just to answer your question from now, no, we will not be doing a couples channel. But you will see him from time to time on here. Because we want to do a how we met video.
She didn't look
Yes,
me. She looked me.
See which other video?
No.
And then we'll debate it.
So
if you're looking forward to that,
She look me.
leave it down in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and share this video and like it as well. I know it's been a while since I've been active on YouTube, but I am here now and hopefully remain consistent. Motivation? No? Okay. So, thank you guys for watching this video. And
I don't know.
yeah.
No. Can't do it.
Thank you for being with the Halls, and we'll see you guys, or at least I will see you guys in the next video, and you'll see him in that How We Met video. So until then,
Everything so do yeah, do.
bye.
Perfect.